Hi, Neil Spears, the hardwired music maker. Today we're going to take a look at my Vibrolux. I rented this amp to use for a recording date for my EP, the Snapshot Blues. Thought it would be a really interesting flavor, and I fell in love with it. It was just the right sound for what I like to do. When I took it back, I refused to give it to them and made them take a payment for it instead. So the Fender Vibrolux Reverb is a 68 Silverface reissue. It does have the vintage, the original style of circuitry, although I'm sure it's changed a little bit. It does have the basement style tone stack on this side, as well as reduced negative feedback, which is supposed to make it more touch sensitive. I do prefer the vintage side on this side. One nice thing is that it is about 35 watts. So if you need to get a little bit more power than a Deluxe Reverb, I'm up around 6. That is really loud in here. I'm not as big a fan at 3 or 3.5 or even 2.5 in some places. So what I've been doing is putting it on its back, raised up a little bit. I saw Sue Foley do that at a gig where she had, maybe it was a bassman, and she had it up on 2 chairs. Well, I usually take it in on a 2-wheeler, so I lay it down and put this on top so it's up off the ground and pointed straight up, and then we mic it, and I can get up to 6 without killing the people in the front row. So right now I've got it set just under 6. That's at 4. And that's at 8. I find this is the cruising altitude is just under 6. So we turn the treble down, turn it all the way up, back to where it was, about 6. Bass all the way down, bass all the way up, and back down to about where it was. Bright switch, very bright. So let's switch over to the vintage side. So tone all the way off. Sorry, treble all the way off. Treble all the way up. Bass all the way down. it all the way up. And back where it was. And then the bright switch. Some of the cool aspects of this amp are things like the hand soldered tube sockets and the all tube reverb channel and the all tube vibrato. It's a very lush sounding vibrato. It's not something I use enough. I think I'm going to have to use it more now that I think about it. This is the vibrato controls. It is two 10s, so it does have a little bit different flavor. So that means it's got two 10-inch speakers. The original speakers from Fender are the Celestion 1030s. They are a nice speaker, but they do break up a little earlier. They're supposed to be a rock and roll type speaker. So I put in an Eminence Legend 1058. It is the ceramic version, not the Alnico, but it is a little bit smoother, and I think the two do work fairly well together.